Today is Monday, June 13th, 2022. It's 1:02 p.m. This is the Lapeer County Courthouse in Michigan. I've been here umpteen times for the same case, the same phony case. They can't beat me, so they have to cheat me. They dragged this on forever, hoping that I would die in the meantime. This is almost 34 months, and I have never been to court yet. I sat outside the court. Hi, is this Judge Holowka's court?
Correct.
It is?
Yes.
Can I sit in here, or do I have to wait outside?
What are you here on?
To see the judge.
What case? Okay. If you want to have a seat outside, I'll come get you.
Okay, great, thank you. Okay, nothing's happening now, so I'm going to shut this off. Maybe I'll leave it on. Hi.
Are you here with the media?
No, I'm here for a case.
Okay, which one? Oh,
I'm
you're
also-
defendant.
Yes.
Sorry, you had all the gear.
No, I'm also
I thought you looked familiar.
I'm also a senior citizen abuse activist.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you can have a seat.
You can have a seat in the courtroom. I thought you were here
Your
meeting.
bag says press on it.
I am.
Well, you know.
It's terrible when a senior citizen has to become the press to get justice in Lapeer County.
Yeah.
I have 150 evidence videos on my YouTube channel, Almont Senior, to prove it. Why don't you go take a look and see all these law enforcement criminals that like to abuse senior citizens. They think it's funny. Podium. Short, you identify yourself for the record, name and address.
Today was the date and defendant filed a motion to request that a bench warrant be set aside and bond be reinstated. Mr. Schwartz, this is a critical stage in the proceedings. You have a right to be represented by an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney be appointed for the public defense. You wish to be represented by the attorney.
No, I've had too much trouble with it.
It's a simple yes or no.
I'm my own attorney. I've been my own attorney for 2 years.
Mr. Schwartz, I advise you of your rights every time I see you.
I haven't seen you. Are you going to try to punish me? I'm acting as my own attorney. I'm here.
You have a right, you're waiving your right to be represented by an attorney.
I am waiving it.
Does anybody threaten or coerce you in any way, shape, or form to waive your right to be represented?
I successfully completed on February 22nd, 2022. 12 months. No problems. This interlock company is parasitic. I asked them for the closing papers so I could send them to the state of Michigan. I had all my other paperwork. I had testimonials. I had P-test. I went and saw accounts. I have all that on the 22nd. I approached them and I said, I want my closing papers. They waited over a month to send them to me, and then they send them wrong. They didn't have all the papers. They do this on purpose. It's sabotage. So then I'm fighting them, and then all of a sudden, their interlock device blew up. And so that was 16 days that I moved. I didn't even have a car to get food.
So you don't have an order from the Secretary of State or another judge indicating the vehicle must be equipped with an interlock device. Is that correct?
I do have. It was for a 21-year-old crime. When I got my license, when I
You have anything to do right now in kind of an order or something else from the Secretary of State or indicating that interlock device is in operation on April 26, 2022.
Yeah, I can show you I can show the interlock bill. I can show it right on the app.
That's not an order. You need an order from either the Secretary of State or a court indicating you have to have an interlock on your vehicle to get the trial April 26, 2022.
Yeah, in my computer and in my car.
You have it.
Yeah, I've got everything. I can't carry.
Okay, let's come back.
Let's see if I got it here.
Have a seat in the audience. There's other cases back there. I need my cane. I need my cane.
Filing number 21-014182. Record to the flag that today was the date and time set for hearing in this matter. I have counsel We'll make it at 1:30. We'll try to make sure you're here because Oakland County will only open up their Zoom room at 1:30 and only a small window of opportunity. Thank you, Counsel. Thanks, every day. to, there was a court order or an order from the Michigan Department of Secretary of State indicated that there has to be some type of an interlock device on your vehicle.
Yes.
Can you hand that to the officer, please?
And I also mentioned that I sent you on 5/7 both Mr. Miller and Holowka certified letters, a 24-page letter explaining exactly what happened, and I got a receipt that you received it. I sent that on 5/7. I got an email dated 4/25 to John Miller. I got an email dated 5/2 to John Miller, and I got an email dated 6/10 to John Miller.
Mr. Walton, have you had an opportunity to review that document from the Secretary of State in regards to Mr. Schwartz
Yes, Your Honor.
taking a position on it?
Doesn't change our position, Your Honor. Apparently, according to Mr. Schwartz, he had his vehicle incapacitated for 16 days. During that 16-day period, he made no arrangements with other persons to get himself to court, nor otherwise file a motion with the court. The problem with self-representation is he is held to the same standards as any other attorney.
I have no idea what you're talking about. John Miller knew all about it all along. And it's not my fault that... Yes, sir. My pleasure. I'll treat you with respect that you treat me with respect. I'm acting as my own attorney.
Court has been over there allowing you to expound at a loud voice, yelling at the court, yelling at everyone else in the court.
Sir, this is a totally fabricated case. It's gone on for 1,009 days, and I have never been to court. I have never been able to present my side, your side. I've never heard your side. I've never. How could that be? I gave John Miller what's now over 140 evidence video proving that my innocence.
No, you can't,
Yes.
and I don't have to prove anything. That's up to Mr. Walton and Mr. Miller, the prosecution.
Yeah, they're sabotaging me. I don't know what. I'm not allowed to talk. This case has gone on for 1,009 days, and I've never been to court. I can't defend myself. I tried. Your court-appointed attorney is guilty of manslaughter or malpractice. Colleen Starr, she did absolutely nothing for 8 months. I had to finally fire her. And I've been trying to act as my own attorney ever since, and I've been getting nowhere.
Court's going to indicate, court's going to set cash bond in the amount of $1,000 personal recognizance. Going to give you a personal recognizance bond. Make sure we have the right, whatever you file, make sure we have the right address, phone number, and where you're located. You will be notified in the mail of the next party. Here you go.
Can I give you the letter that I sent you?
Here you go.
Thank you. tell me when I can get my court date? I want my trial. It's been 1,009 days, and I've never been to court. Never heard any charges against me. Never heard your charges. Never been able to present my evidence of my innocence. That's why I have over 140 evidence videos on my YouTube channel, Almont Senior. Thank you. Double check my address.
Wait, let me check before you take off.
Thank you. I parked away in the bag in the other lot across the street. You help me?
I'll help you.
Really?
Show me where you are. I really appreciate that. No problem.
Here's no. Not everybody.
Well, you know nothing about what's going on.
I don't either. This case is a travesty of justice. It's gone on for 1,009 days.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you've got all the documentation you say you have, and you seem very thorough, it should be pretty easy to filter out.
You know what it is?
I don't know.
No, it's Lapeer County corruption.
Why would they do that to you?
Because I filed complaints for gross negligence against Lapeer County DHHS worker, supervisor, Rhonda Lansing. This is no kidding. In 2016, the state of Michigan let me buy a car, plate it, and insure it. And then they told me that I couldn't drive it because I owed $4,000 in 21-year-old driver's oversight fee. So
What?
well, that was in 2016.
First floor, going up.
I bought a car, but they told me I couldn't drive it until I paid $4,000 in driver's oversight fees.
Okay, why were you having to pay that kind of money?
It was driver's oversight fees that they rescinded later. This is the story. In 2016, I had a car. I had a job offered in Florida. I had a chance to move. I had a buyer for my home, and the state of Michigan said that I couldn't drive my vehicle unless I paid $4,000 in driver's oversight fees going back to 2001, and I couldn't afford it. And so I went to Lapeer DHHS saying if I could get help.
Right.
And in 2 months, this is what this woman did to me. She had a water heater improperly installed by a plumber that was going out of business, and it blew up immediately, leaked, and did $15,000 worth of damage to my house. And then she also signed me up for Social Security Part B against my will, and as of today, it's over $12,000 that it cost me. So in 2 months, she did $27,000 worth of damage to me. And when I tried to file complaints with the county about her, and then it started out where I
That's correct. I'll make sure it's correct in the file. So, all right.
Thank you, sir. I really appreciate it. You have a good day. I like it. And she destroyed my house. And left me
there.
It's in the back here. Okay. Left me without running water for 2.5 years. No drinking water. No, this is no kidding. I've got over 140 evidence videos on my YouTube channel, Almont Senior, to prove it. That's why they're dragging this out. They have no case. What they did is Almont police knew I was out of running water. I was out of drinking water on September 8th, and because Lapeer 911 told them that I called the day before begging for water, and also
Who's your landlord?
I was living in a mobile home.
Okay, so
At the
you
time.
own the mobile home.
Yeah, I moved though.
Okay.
And what happened is I applied for help because of what the state was asking me for. They wanted me to pay $600 a month
For what?
for these old charges,
So
driver's oversight
let me
fees.
ask you a question.
Yeah.
Why didn't you hire an attorney at the very beginning of all this to have them sort this out for you?
Or what?
Of this issue that you have with whoever this organization is?
No, this has gone on.
No, I understand. I'm talking about at the very, very beginning. Why didn't you get somebody to help you with this instead of trying to fight this on your own?
There is nobody. First of all, there is no.
Well, here, I gotta get back in. So,
What they did, there is no help. Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I'm 70 years old,
Okay.
and they're trying to murder senior citizens. They gave me these animals. The state wouldn't let me drive my car, right? So then I go and apply for DHHS help because they wanted $600 a month payments for these oversight fees. That 2 years later they rescinded as being abusive.
But you always have been 70.
What's that?
So I said you always haven't been 70 years old. Why all of a sudden? Why would they pick you?
They're doing it to everybody. They're doing it to everybody. The Secretary of State is absolutely, completely abusive. They let me buy this car, played it in insurance. I paid it. I bought it on payments, and then they told me you can't drive it. So then they said, well, you got to pay $600 a month in driver's oversight fees.
That just seems to be ridiculous.
Right. And then what I did is I went to Lapeer DHHS for help. It's that red car right there. And what this woman did in 2 months, she had a water heater that was installed all wrong, blew up, destroyed my house, and she submitted me to Social Security, which is illegal. That's why they're covering this up. No, you know what? I didn't want Part B. I never wanted Part B.
Okay.
I never signed for it. She gave it to me, and I didn't want it. I said, I don't want this.
What is so bad about Part B?
It's $147 and I've never used it. I don't.
Oh, I see.
I never wanted it. I never signed
okay,
for it.
okay.
So then,
It's the money. It's the cost of it.
no, I don't want.
No, I get that. I
Right.
get that. You didn't want it, but
Right.
the reason you want it because of the cost. And then she just signed you up for
She
it.
signed me up for it, and then here's what happened. I made so many complaints that the Almont police, I was out of water.
So basically, they got tired of hearing from
They
you.
stalked me. They stalked me, and they said that I beat up 2 police officers. That's what they said. I'm facing 15 years to life for beating up 2 police officers.
Wow.
It's all a lie. I know these criminals.
Okay.
What they did is I made so many complaints.
Now, do you work for the press?
I have my own.
You have your own.
Yeah.
So you have your own YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. So you are the press for Mr. Ford.
I catch lies.
Okay.
But I can't work. I can't work if I wasted all my time.
Well, I understand that.
Can you imagine 150 evidence videos? You know how long that took me
Oh,
to do
it's
that?
taking you quite
And
some time.
that's just to protect myself against these criminals.
So let me just here. You're 70 years old now.
Yeah.
What was life like when you were 40?
I was a certified financial planner, and I had a business in Auburn Hills,
Okay.
and I was a senior vice president. I was a vice president of the company,
Okay.
and here's what
Are we
happened.
just setting this
Yeah,
up
if you
here?
don't mind. Here's what happened in 2001. I was having problems I was trying to get custody of my daughter, and I was having anxiety problems. I went to a doctor.
Well, this isn't helping anxiety, is it?
No kidding. But here's what happened. And I was taking, you know what Ativan is?
I've heard of it.
Yeah.
I've never taken it.
Yeah. I went to a doctor, he prescribed Ativan, and I started having blackouts on it.
Oh.
And and I never drank or anything. I got 3 DUIs in 4 months. And I hired an attorney, and the first thing he said is, Judge Bernard makes up her own law. He said, you better plead guilty. And I said, I'm not going to do it. I didn't do anything wrong. I don't even remember it. And what she did, it cost me about $60,000 trying to fight it.
Now,
And
were you drinking? Or was you're saying it's the Ativan that did this?
no, what happened is
I don't know.
no, what happened is I had blackouts.
I understand.
And I don't even remember.
But it'd be a simple blood test.
No, what happened is I had one incident where I lived in Mayville,
Okay.
and I was working in Auburn Hills, and I got caught, and I had alcohol, but it
You
was
did have alcohol.
no, it was, and it was in Waterford, and I don't even know how I got there. That's why I hired
Wow.
professional
This would
witnesses.
be one hell of a documentary.
I know. I hired expert.
Okay, I gotta
hired
get back
expert
in.
witnesses that said
Okay.
there's no way that I was completely out of my head.
Okay.
Ativan for 8 months, and you're only supposed to take it for 2 weeks.
Ooh.
That's the problem.
You've had a lot of uncertainty and a lot of questionable things.
And especially with
in
Lapeer
a
County.
period of time.
And
All I can say to you, sir, keep your documentation, because documentation, you know, is going to be hopefully set you free, or the truth will, whichever it is. I don't know where it is. Just keep your documentation.
you're a good man.
All right.
Thank you, Mr. Blight.
Yeah.
There-
Mr. Schwartz, I wish you well.
There are good people, and this. You know what, Mr. Blight? You know what's going on. Our economy is going down
Well,
hard.
I tell you what, I'm sure our political views are probably very similar, but I don't have time to get into that
But the
right
thing
now.
is- the thing
I
is-
understand completely. All I say is everybody's got to do what they can do to protect themselves.
Right.
And
I fought back. You know what it is? That's why I have 150 evidence videos. I caught them all.
yeah,
And going all.
You keep. I tell you what, the evidence videos probably aren't going to help as much as the documentation from official places. Those are going to help you more. Than
I've got.
Don't lose them.
I went all the way up to Governor Gretchen Whitmer.
Okay.
Governor Gretchen Whitmer.
You're covering your bases. That's good. All right,
Thank you, Mr. Blight.
Mr. Schwartz, I hope you have a nice day.
You're a good man. I hope you have a great life.
I will. I
Protect
believe
yourself.
you treat someone right, you'll get treated correct, right?
You understand the New World Order too, don't you?
I
one
hear
world,
of it.
one
Yeah,
world government.
Yeah. I'm not in favor of it, obviously.
So you see what they're doing to our country?
I see what you're doing.
You see what I was a certified financial planner. I watched the stock market. You know what the Federal Reserve is? It's a bunch of foreign bankers. They're the ones that destroyed it. And they're the same people that took down Russia in 1917. You know about the Bolshevik War?
No, I don't have time for history.
Find out about it.
now. I will. Again, good luck to you.
Thank you,
Keep
sir.
those papers, and if I see you again, tone down a little bit. You'll get further that way.
I know, but when you're
when you get it. I tell you what, I'm with you. When you get a little excited, sometimes you raise the voice a little bit. But I tell you what, you keep that documentation. You gave them the correct address. It'll get sorted out. Okay.
Thanks, Mr. Blake.
You're very welcome.
Take care.
Have a good day and be careful driving.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hey, I got this Intoxilock device. I can't do anything wrong. Hey, you want to hear something? I've had this on for 16 months of a 12-month
It's not
contract.
going to stop you from an accident, so just be careful. You don't need to add more to the pile. Right?
You have a good one.
I will.
Thank you, sir. God bless you. Thank you. Get your sergeant. Get your sergeant. Get your sergeant. Get your sergeant.
Need your driver's license registration.
Get your sergeant. Get your sergeant.
Open the window. Open the door.
The window doesn't work.
Richard, you have a warrant for your arrest. If you don't open the door, I'm going to bust the window.
Go ahead.
Step out of the car.
I need your sergeant.
Step out of the car.
I need your sergeant. I'm being arrested for trying to get water again. I'm being murdered. This is Officer Ryan Wilson. I had no water again. I've been out for 4 days. I asked Officer Ryan to Chief Andy Martin to get me water. He wouldn't do it. I'm being murdered.
You were just laying in wait for me. I have a Department of Justice criminal complaint for police abuse that I filed on August 30th that they never responded to. They haven't responded. I sent emails all week and they didn't respond to any of them. Okay, here's somebody else. Hey, you're on YouTube again. How you doing? Hey, remember you didn't bring me water? Remember when I tried to file a complaint? Mr. Best, do you remember that? Mr. Best, do you remember when I tried to file a complaint for the officer, or remember when I tried to file a complaint?
You do have to produce a driver's license, right?
Pardon?
You do, under Michigan law, have to produce a driver's license.
Do you understand that it's either do you understand I have no
license?
Do you understand it was either dry, I have no water, and I
driver's license?
do you understand that I filed a do you understand I filed a federal
Do you understand
a
you have a
U.S.
driver's license?
I filed a U.S. Justice Department criminal complaint against your department, and it was delivered to you on August 30th. Do you remember that? For police abuse. And it was also sent to Governor Gretchen Whitmer. You're going to destroy my vehicle? You're going to take my vehicle? The last time it cost me $2,500. How come you didn't bring me water? Remember back on December 27th? Why didn't you bring me water? Pardon?
Do you have any weapons in the car? Do you have any weapons in the car?
No. Why have you failed to respond to a U.S. Justice Department criminal complaint against your entire department that was filed on, and I sent you a copy of that? Don't you remember that? Do you remember that? Tell me about that, sir. Saying that I have no water to survive and I'm being murdered. And what are you doing? You're trying to murder me. Why hasn't Chief Andy Martin responded to any of my emails that I sent, all of my legal precedents? I have no way to survive. Do you understand that? How would you survive without water? I've been without water for 4 days, you idiot. I called the 911 hotline yesterday. It's on YouTube. I have 90 videos on Almont Senior YouTube channel. 90 evidence videos of your county corruption. How could I have 90 evidence videos of police of gross negligence, and you won't deny any of them?
Your license is not only suspended, it's expired.
If you won't respond to me, I'm not going to respond to you.
You got to get out of the car, Richard.
No, I'm not. I'm not leaving my property.
You're under arrest for not having a driver's license.
You know what? I'm not leaving my property. I'm not having it stolen again. You know what? Give me liberty or give me death. Shoot me.
No, we're not going to do that.
Yeah, you know what? You've taken away my life, so finish it off. How could I live without water for 4 days, you idiot? Look at this. Look at this. What do you think that is? What's that?
You've been living a lot longer than 4 days.
And you know what? And you can't kill me. That's the problem. You're trying to kill me. You haven't brought me water for a year, you fucking liars.
You've got a lot of water sitting on your porch every time I go over there.
Why don't you go over there? You know what?
water.
And where do I get it? Not from you. How come you won't respond to?
Water right next to you.
How do I have 90 videos? How do I have 90 evidence videos that you won't respond to any of them? And I cite legal precedents that it's being ignored. I try to act as my own attorney, and it's being ignored. How can you ignore 90 evidence videos that show legal precedents? When you tell me that you're the law, I'm not giving up my property to thieves. Sorry. All you are thieves. You're trying to kill me, and I'm not going to let it happen. If you want to kill me, you're going to have to do it with your gun and kill me right now. Because I can't live like I'm being tortured to death. I'm being tortured to death.
Will you please step out of the
No.
vehicle? You're under arrest.
I could care less. I could care less. You're going to take me to Macomb and they're going to beat me up again?
I don't know.
Well, you know what? It's not worth it. I'm not playing your game anymore. This isn't a government. It's a monarchy. It's a kingdom. You're trying to force me into death, and I refuse. How would you exist without water, you motherfuckers? Shoot me. Just do it. You cowards. You people are insane. You're murderers. Why didn't you respond to my 90 evidence videos on Almont Senior YouTube channel? I've been trying to get those videos to Governor Gretchen Whitmer. Why don't you go?
Richard, I'm going to ask you again to step out of the
I'm
vehicle.
not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Do it then.
Okay. Well, we're waiting on your warrant status. But you are under arrest for not having a
I could care less. I'm being murdered. I'm being murdered by murderers, and I'm not going to open the door. I'm afraid. Get the state police. You won't take Elaine Stoutenberg's my claim against her for gross negligence. You refuse to do it. I'll get the state police to do it.
Stoutenberg and somebody else. I'm asking you again to step out of the car.
No, I'm not giving up my property to thieves. All you are is a mafia trying to steal.
Do you have insurance on your vehicle?
Pardon?
Do you have insurance on your vehicle?
Answer my questions and I'll answer yours.
Can you show me your insurance certificate?
Answer my question and I'll answer yours.
I'm not obligated to answer your question.
Well, then I'm not obligated to answer yours. I asked you to answer my questions.
You're required by law to produce those documents.
I asked you, I gave you legal precedence. Did you review it or not?
You're going to be arrested for resisting and obstructing if you do not open the door.
I could care less. I'm not going to have my property stolen.
All right.
Are they going to break it? Break my property, ruin the rest of what I've got, huh? You're going to break my property?
To open the door, Richard, and step out of the
I'm not
vehicle.
going to do it. I need
For no driver's
call the
license
state
and
police.
for obstructing,
Call the state
resisting and
police.
obstructing.
Pardon?
You also have a warrant out for your arrest out of Macomb County.
I know I do.
You don't have a license. You're under
And I
arrest.
gave you
have to step out of the vehicle.
evidence
If you
that
don't
I'm
step out of the
innocent.
vehicle, we're gonna
I
break
gave
the
you
window,
innocence
and we're
that
gonna extract you
Go
because you're
ahead, it doesn't
resisting
matter.
arrest.
It doesn't matter. You're
realize
killing me.
you're
It doesn't
resisting
matter.
arrest?
Do you understand you're murdering me?
Do you understand?
Do you
you're resisting
understand you're
arrest?
murdering me and I'm not going to give up my property to thieves? Murderers. All you are murderers. You didn't bring me water at all. Don't you? I can send you. How can you say you obey the law? I send you the law and you ignore it. You people are animals. What's the matter with you? You're going to destroy my car, my property, my only property. Last time when they grabbed it now when they grabbed it in Romeo, it cost me $2,500 out of my pocket to get it out. I'm not letting you steal it again. I had to survive, you idiot. How would I get water? Tell me that. How would I get water to survive? You're murdering me. Tell me how you would survive. How would you survive without water? How would you survive without water? I'm not going to let murderers open it. I'm not opening the door to murderers. You're murdering me.
You're gonna take me to Macomb and dump me off, and they're gonna beat me up again? That's the end of my life. Just shoot me then, you coward. Go ahead. Show all of Almont how you ruin people's lives, you motherfuckers.
You open the door.
No, I'm not going to do it. Call the state police because you people are murdering me. Call the state police. Call the state police. You fucking asshole. You fucking asshole. You fucking asshole. You son of a bitch. No, I can't. You son of a bitch. I can't walk.
Get out of the car right now. Right now. I'm done with this.
Get out of the car.
I can't walk.
Stand up. I'm not asking you to walk. Stand up. Get out of the car. You're gonna get tased.
I can't walk.
You got into the car. You got into the car.
Help!
Put your hands behind your back.
Help! Help! Help!
Put your hands behind your back.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Fill your hand, you son of a bitch! Shoot them! They're too far, they're moving too fast.